So, my adventurous friends, your hunt to find the illustrious Floon for Volothamp Godarm continues as you go down Candle Lane.
We are
And
getting paid for this, right?
you vaguely remember him saying that he most definitely was going to pay you
Yeah.
100 dragons apiece. Dragons being a golden coin
Yeah.
minted by Waterdeep.
How gnarl.
Yeah.
Want to get real screwed up after this? 100 dragons will afford us probably a couple days worth of being really screwed up. I ask you because you seem to, of anyone, the most down the party. Maybe then. Definitely not Marza, and 10-4 is a robot.
I've gone to plenty of parties.
You bring party wherever you go.
It's probably the case. Yes.
I know I should be putting some of it aside, but
If you really want something that will knock you out, I can just distill some alcohol to even higher thing and let you be knocked out for like a drop if you really want something that strong.
Oh, I don't want to be knocked out.
all right. How about this? We do this. We get some dragons. We're not going back to that friggin' tavern, okay?
Yeah.
Like I don't mind surprises when I'm drinking, but I draw the line at getting punched in the face by a bunch of angry thugs, or apparently a troll just showing up and trying to murder people.
To be fair, we will actually have to go back there to get paid.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Then, do you want in?
I'll probably go a little light because I gotta keep sharp. But yeah, I'm in. I'm down.
Marza, you're the only one left who can process whatever hard stuff I happen to acquire.
I'm currently being paid to keep you out of jail. It's going to be hard to do that when I'm doing hard drugs. And I would also like to remind everyone that I am only being paid to keep Rava out of jail. The rest of you can get yourself fucked up, and I will not do anything to stop you.
I'm
Billy
her
doesn't
bodyguard.
even
I'm not your
recognize.
fucking caretaker.
Oh,
That's great. That is great.
Excellent.
I feel like that's the point that we're walking down an alley.
Just walking down this very shady part of town, like, hey, you want to go get fucked up after this?
But to be fair, that is a very Rava thing to do.
Yeah.
so you guys have come down the lane to the point where you're at now, and you find yourselves standing next to the side of a ramshackle 2-story warehouse. Right here, in fact.
Ooh.
You can see a yard further along with metal posted fencing. And there is appears to be a gate further along.
So this is the place that we're looking for to get the...
Mm-hmm. This is where the Zentrum have been at the end of Candle Lane. You can see the single lit lantern down here at the bottom.
Right.
Via a continuous light spell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do we just? I mean, these guys sounded like they were kind of serious, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Should we scout ahead, maybe?
That's a good idea.
Maybe the people who are much better than that than me should probably do that.
I was waiting for someone else to also volunteer.
I
That is
saw-
me.
I'll take a look.
I pull up my my scarf face mask or whatever, and I'll take point then.
Okay, I'll keep an eye. I got your back.
All right.
So real quick, do elves have dark vision or low light vision in this edition?
Dark vision, I think. Or
Okay.
let me check just to make sure. At least I think all the players put down that they had dark vision.
I have dark
Okay.
vision.
And you're a halfie.
Yeah, so
How do I...
And Rab also has dark vision. So yeah, they all have dark vision.
Okay. I remember back in 3.5 they had that separated out.
Hmm.
But
I think they just converted it all to one.
yep.
Of course, in darkness they have low light level, and in dim light they have normal vision.
yeah.
So it's weird. So
And-
basically, everyone except for Gnarl can see things in gray.
And 10-4.
Ironically,
the
the
robot
dog.
doesn't have dark vision.
Ironically, in the dark, everyone else sees things in black and white, apart from the dog man.
Technically, I don't even have this vision. I only have to use my other senses there. Somehow.
Just imagine 10-4 like kind of dialing up the gamma, and they're kind of like, ah, crap. Okay, it just washes everything out.
It's because they didn't install one of those when they installed his eyes. It wasn't like a FLIR camera, like it's like the good night vision and thermal vision.
Ah,
So no, that's the issue.
oof, nice.
I am the party rogue.
This is true.
I got +5 in Dex too, but I rolled really bad poorly.
Oh god.
Alrighty, so you slink up to Marza. And Marza is also slinking around.
Everyone loves a slinky.
It's been so long since I've seen one of those commercials. Anyway, you can see the gate over here and the metal fence. There doesn't appear to be anyone in the yard that you guys can see.
Is there any light in the yard or?
No, it is dark.
Oh, I gotta see a bit more here. Right here.
Sneak.
Did you do another roll soon or?
You can see a window, but it's entirely painted over with black paint.
We don't see. Do I see any guards? Do I see any alarm systems? Anything like that? Do you want me to perception?
There's just a blue hexagon on the wall. Get it? No. Never mind.
I don't get it.
Bad joke.
I don't get it.
What
Help
is
me
that
out. I don't get it.
What is that security company that has the blue hexagons?
I know. I get the joke you're making. I don't know the company, but I get it.
I don't actually.
What's
this from?
Security.
It's an actual real life security company.
But people just steal the blue hexagons and put them in front of their places.
That's
Okay.
That's great.
So, I'm guessing our rogue is proficient with these tools to get through this gate.
See.
Do you go up to the gate?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you gonna try and push it open? Or...
Perception first. Check it for traps first.
Yeah. We're gonna check for traps first.
Okay, fair enough. There's an old rusted gate.
Wow, this is my time to be rolling pretty poorly. Jesus.
The locking mechanism, it doesn't appear to be, like, it's not entirely together, and the locking mechanism appears to not be engaged.
Okay. I'm gonna push the door open.
Yeah, you take that one, I take that one, and we both just push them both open.
Okay, so I'm going to,
Wow, they're really good.
yeah, they're great. So let me just take these from the dynamic light layer and move them somewhere where they will not get in the way.
So can I move through into the?
Yes. Well, you should be able to see too now.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, moving myself back to the objects page. So yes, you guys can walk into the yard now.
All right. So I'm guessing that this over here is another gate.
It's a big, big, just gate, like rolling thing for a warehouse door.
Oh, okay. Is this a door over here?
That is a window that's been painted over.
So is
So
this a
when
door?
Yes, that's a small, normal-sized door next to the big warehouse entry door. Like, this is designed to let carts with horses into the warehouse, where this is just a standard door.
Oh, that's cool. Is that these are the shadows from the lantern. Oh, that's cool. I'm sorry.
Quit nerding out over lighting.
You impressed him with your lighting skills.
Is anyone kind of worried that if this is where they're holding him, they're not even locking the door?
There you go.
Don't worry, I'm worried.
I'm doing a perception check there.
Why should we be worried if they don't lock the door?
You, what are you looking at?
I'm
The door.
Which one?
look around to see if any signs of like more recent use kind of thing there.
Okay. As far as the door is concerned, you can tell that this one is locked.
I have a suggestion really quick. If we just like
As
halt
far
really
as
quick.
10-4 is concerned, you actually see some graffiti on the side of the building.
Yep.
It is a snake with wings.
What does that mean?
Could I possibly use investigation or insight maybe to get a grip on maybe what's been happening here recently? If this is like the main way in and out.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that. As for 10-4 and the snake graffiti, give me a knowledge check. Let me see on your character sheet what would be the skill for that.
John, are you sure you want to just be scary at it?
No, sorry, I was going for investigation.
Give me a history check. 10-4.
Isn't
That's
that
20.
simple?
Boom.
Natural 20.
Well,
there goes my
tasty.
luck.
prepared to be useless at combat.
That was the crit of the night.
You actually know that that winged snake is the mark of the Zentrum. Denotes that this is a Zentrum warehouse. They use it so that thieves and whatnot won't go near their place because they know the Zent are there.
Which one is that again? That's the
The Zentrum is
That's the
the
guys
black
we're
network.
after.
black
Those
market.
are the guys we're after.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As far as that investigation, let's see. Yeah, you've circled around. It looks like you can see track marks in the yard going to this. So they've had wagons going in and out recently, at least since the last time it's rained, since this is a dirt yard. And you do see footprints near the door. You see some really weird footprints too, not just shoe prints, but it looks like bird marks.
you say burn or bird?
Bird.
What size of bird?
Just short marks that look like human sized, like
So big birds.
yes, big birds.
Do we have Kenku here?
Oh god, we've got worse. We've got Muppets.
Oh no. So, real quick question: can I circle around the warehouse this way?
The thing doesn't actually let you do that, but yes, you can. It's just the rest of it is used for the upper story.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'll say that you've circled around, and unfortunately, you only found the 3 entrances to it: the painted window, the big gate, and the door. The rest of it seems to be just cobbled stone
Mm.
all along.
So do we want to go in through the small door?
Seems like a plan, I guess.
If you want to meet as a
Probably
team,
the
yes.
best idea.
Uh,
I don't know if anyone's inside.
How would I? Is there something I can do to kind of check to see if I can use alcohol to try and dissolve some of the paint so we can get a peep in kind of thing, or would that kind of be too obvious? Kind of.
It's been painted on the inner side, so it'd be kind of hard.
Okay.
They painted
That's
it
some very strong alcohol.
Hey.
unless you can melt through glass.
No, that would be more alchemy thing, not pouring. Which is too bad though. That would be hilarious to do.
All right, so I guess I'm on lockpicking duty then.
I mean,
make
I'm
sure
also trained, but I assume you're better.
Well, if there is people in there, you could knock and tell them you're here for, and try not to do some B&E. That's always an option.
I could try to persuade them. I'm very persuasive. I
The
don't know if
door-
you knew that.
Does have a sliding peephole that is closed. The smaller door.
Yeah, we could totally knock. And then when they answer, I'll be like, hey, I'm looking for this man. I'm aware that you have him. Please let him go.
How big is this gang that we're gonna? I don't remember now. Can you please remind me?
The Zentrum, the Black Network, they are big all over Faerun. They're a
Mhm.
massive network. In fact, you're aware that Yagra from the Yawning Portal was a member of the Black Network. You're also aware, Rav, that Istrid is also a member of the Black Network, and she has lent you some money for drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the network's also huge, right?
To the point where they're not all connected. Like, there's different groups within the Black Network.
All right, so if we're going to do the knocking, like, Martha, stack up on the door with me in
Well,
case something
that
does go
is
south.
an option. You guys can also pick the locks if you want to. It's your call. I just wanted to throw out that is also an option.
And I'm saying I can totally try to be as persuasive as possible.
I'm so tempted to do something there.
What are you thinking about doing? As you look at the window.
Quietly elbow the window. Just watching them all discuss this by the door. Just he's looking back at the window, back to the door, back to the window, back to the door, back to the window. Now holding a small hammer.
Well, if there's a rush, she'll give a knock.
Wait. So Rab is going to knock at the door?
Yeah, unless anyone stops her. She'll go to this side door.
Oh, that's a window.
Oh, it's a window. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, it's the painted window.
Oh, yeah. So she'll go to the side door over here. Give it a knock.
All of a sudden, shortly after you knock, you hear footsteps running away.
Running away.
Yes, like going away from you. The sound of feet moving.
I think I spooked somebody.
What?
I don't know. Someone just ran away.
I mean, they're probably going to get someone with actual authority to talk to us.
Oh, I guess.
Alternatively, they could be going to get people to stab us. Yeah, make sure this door is unlocked.
All right.
So there is a simple lock on this door. If you guys want to try and pick it, it's going to be a while. They're not going to answer if you guys wait for someone to respond. And a 14 does it. Actually, yes, it does. So, let's see. That was our good friend. Oh, you're on top of each other again, within 5 feet of each other. Venerius
Yeah.
goes and just with a quick use of the tools, pops the lock, and the door swings open. Let me go to the dynamic lighting layer and remove that door. There we are. Okay.
Rava's just like peering over Ven's head. I don't see anyone.
Yeah, Ven's going to just like peek in.
So, about what you can see, you can see that there's several tables and chairs that have been carelessly tossed across the room, and you see bodies lying along the walls.
Well, fuck.
Fuck.
Zent bodies?
Mhm.
Okay, drawing my bow.
There's also some people with weird tattoos.
Also dead?
Yup. They don't look like there's not as many as them, and they have this weird circular tattoo with 8 spokes coming off of it.
Oh boy.
Oh god, chaos worshippers.
I mean, you're probably technically right. Would that be knowledge religion?
Well, give me a history check on that one. It's not religion, unfortunately.
Oh, nat 20.
Okay, Gnarl, you're well aware of who these people are because they have, at several points, accosted you, asking you why you haven't moved down to Skullport yet. These are gangsters working for the Xanathar,
Oh, great.
the Beholder, crime lord of Skullport.
Well, he's currently got some recruitment issues.
Right. So I take a step inside and I see it. What is that? Is that a man?
That's a Kenku, bud.
Called it.
It looks like it was getting ready to sneak, but failed to. And we're gonna start some initiative, my dudes.
So just real quick, Kenku, count as people?
Sorta.
Okay, just checking.
They are a playable race. They have some issues where they can only mimic sound. They can't actually speak.
Sorry, let me rephrase. Based on
Based on the law, can we murder this guy?
yes,
You know, That's a hard question.
What do you
About
roll
as
initiative
easily
in,
as you could kill Gnarl Hackleson.
Hmm.
initiative. Oh, there it is.
They'll probably get away with it.
I
Kind
appear
of.
to be getting all my nat 20s out the way.
All of them now.
Yeah.
And on the
Luke,
totally useful
Luke.
stuff too.
Now
Mhm.
here's the thing, Luke. Roll 20 is notoriously bad for people using the roller in it. But you're notoriously bad about rolling. Maybe this is the system for you.
Fuck
Maybe it's
you.
inverting on you. I'm just saying.
Oh god, rather. Oh god, actually no harm. Oh god, Rather and Van have just
Ooh.
Okay, to be fair, Rava has gone quiet after seeing corpses.
Mhm.
Also, I don't think you rolled actually while clicking on your thing, so that's the Kenku in the turn order.
Me?
Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
seeing
yeah.
you in the turn order.
Yeah, you're not in the turn order, that's the
Oh yeah,
Kenku.
you have to click on your token first and then
Oh.
roll.
Oh, okay. So I click my token, then I pull up my character sheet,
Mhm.
and then say initiative. That
And
puts
I'll
me-
just.
that
Do you
puts
want to
me
use
at
your first one
12.
this time, or do you want to use the 12 since it's higher?
I'll use 12. It's fine.
Okay. I will not tamper with your token then. Let's move people around so that I can get turn order. Players go before NPCs, which means you're welcome, Tyler.
Thank you.
Okay. So, Gnarl.
Yeah, so that's not great.
You see a Kenku lad. Or lass. You can't tell.
I was going to say, I mean, the gender is a construct, but I'm not going to try and stand here and sex these Kenku.
I mean,
Well,
you'd have to
what-
look at their cloaca.
What is a Kenku, anyways? Just wondering.
Actually, I think I have a portrait for you. Let me check.
I was going to say, aren't they basically Corvid humanoids?
Uh-huh.
So they're basically the things that were populating the city we did in House Flippers.
And the fact that we used that last time, I was like, oh, so good. Let's see. My handout for Kenku. Show to players. Unfortunately, they have lost their wings. There's a huge old thing in D&D lore about how they were basically cursed with 3 different curses.
3?
3?
The
They
cloaca
lost
was so bad it took up 2 of them.
they lost their ability to innovate, so they can only mimic. They lost their ability to talk, so that's why they are always mimicking like different sounds and words. And their names are usually based off of a sound of something that they like. And then the third thing is they lost their wings, so they can't fly. So Kenku really want to fly, but they can't.
So, was this 3
It's
different
kind of
curses
sad.
at once? Or
They are the
what?
saddest of
Ed, were they
Wait, so can
cursed
Kenku
all at
never
once?
cast
yes.
spells? Can Kenku not cast spells then?
If they hear somebody else cast it, they could probably cast it.
That's
They just listen and watch and they copy. They don't have their own creativity.
so. What you're saying is Kenku can never be sorcerers then.
Probably, but you know, this is D&D. Someone can make a sorcerer Kenku if they feel like it. There's no hard anything. Because there's always that special snowflake character who's like, the 1+1.
I am the only Kenku that can speak.
Oh god.
Or just
Okay,
have it
please
as
understand.
just saying you can do half Kenku, I guess, easily enough, or have a dragon somewhere in your family tree that lets you do it.
That's when you just repaint an Aarakocra to be a Kenku, a flying crowman. Anyway, you notice they have this Kenku has a candle in hand. And is looking at you.
So they're not armed.
That's not necessarily true. I mean, it's reaching down and pulls a what weapon does it have? A short sword from its belt, and it has a candle in one hand and the short sword in the other.
Okay, so movement. I can move up to my speed as one action, and then make
If you want to dash. So you have your movement speed of 30
Mhm.
feet. Each square is a 5 foot. And then you can use one action. If you choose to, you can do a dash action, which lets you move an additional 30 feet.
Well, in which case I'll move there.
We're still level 1, right? Yeah, we haven't.
And then I'm going to activate. I'm basically going to notice the king. Niall's going to notice the king going for the short sword.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to tap something on his gauntlet, reach out, and activate his electromagnetic grabber. He's going to try and steal its short sword.
Fair enough.
So I believe. Let me just look up the rules for this. Back up here.
Yes, because you're weird, not magic. I
Yes.
actually need to focus on too.
Ba, 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 ba.
You have that in your bio, right?
Yes, when this gadget is equipped, you can take an action to target a creature within 30 feet of you that is wielding a weapon or holding an object made of metal that weighs 5 pounds or less, which a short sword should.
Well, let me check on the equipment, but I'm pretty sure it weighs less. See, short sword. It's going to be in the martial weapons. It is only 2 pounds.
Excellent. Then they just have to make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, they drop the object, which flies through the air and into my hand.
Okay, and what's the target number for that?
Doesn't specifically say.
It's going to be your willpower, isn't it? Your spell, whatever.
In which case, I don't know how I'd calculate that.
Let's see. Let me pull up, because you use the 5e homebrew, not the Unearthed Arcana. Let's see. Efficiency bonus. Schematics known.
Oh, actually, yes, I think that's something I should have copied over from the actual character sheet. I don't think I actually remembered to. Because I'm a stupid boy.
Your proficiencies?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Your
Yeah,
save
sorry, yeah.
DC should be
so
10 plus your
8.
casting stat.
Yeah, so yeah, it's 8 plus my proficiency plus my intelligence modifier. So it would be actually kind of nasty. So that's, yeah, so 12. Because 2 for my intelligence and then 2 for my proficiency bonus.
Okay. Let me go back to roll 20 because I accidentally went and swapped out. So 12 you said?
Mm-hmm.
And they got a 9. So yes,
Yoink.
the short sword, it flies out of his hand and flies towards you.
You
And I
actually-
imagine you catch it in time because
thankfully,
you've done this enough times that
I've hit myself in the face with goblets enough times to know that I catch it slightly before it comes to my hand.
or you just get out of the way.
That is also true.
So yes, you hear a clatter as this short sword goes flying into Gnarl Hackleson's hands.
It is probably just a loud clang.
And that Kenku just looks shocked. Marza, what are you going to do? Is our John muted? Oh, moving forward.
Yeah, so I'm moving up to there, and then I'm going to.
You could see another Kenku behind some boxes, just barely his or her arm. Let's go with his arm.
Yeah, I'm going to use Ray of Frost.
Jeebus. Okay, do the damage on that, because that is a hit. And who are you targeting?
This one.
Okay, the one you can barely see.
Yeah, well, this one's unarmed, right?
Yeah.
I will target the one that is still a threat.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, crits for spells do not double damage.
So it's
So-
just 8 damage.
Yep. So let me apply that. As that hand is just covered in frost, that part that you can see. And you hear the cry of a child.
Were you going on
Just
before Done?
scream and then Daddy, why are they hurting us? In a child's voice.
Thank you, Ed, for this nightmare fuel.
You're welcome.
Ah,
Remember, they're imitators.
Yeah, but it's still pretty messed up that they've heard that.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Thank you for that additional layer of my nightmare fuel. I only just realised.
I realize that, but that means they probably heard it because they are child murderers. So let's do this shit.
Richard, I think it's your turn.
Yep, it is
Okay.
10-4's turn.
Okay, let's see. Is there something to the left of me? I can't see there at all. If this is stupid. This
Let me
is dark.
see.
Something here? Can I move into this spot here?
Yes, you can. That's just the wall and the door from the other side.
3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So this, I'll fling a dart at the hidden one that I can now see.
Okay, are you going to be trying to kill it, or are you only trying to incapacitate it? Wait, this is a ranged weapon. You don't have that option with ranged weapons. I forget that.
I only have lethal.
I think ranged only does lethal.
Can you check, Ed?
Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna
not
check.
like you can hit. It's not like you can hit them with the butt of your arrow.
Let's see.
Yeah, but you
that's-
can aim for a leg.
That's true. I'm still gonna check the handbook really quick. That's under combat. Making an attack. Grappling, cover, damage and healing, damage rolls, damage type. Let's see, knocking a creature out. Sometimes an attacker wants to incapacitate a foe rather than deal a killing blow. When an attacker reduces a creature's hit points to 0 with a melee attack, the attacker can knock the creature out. The attacker can make this choice the instant the damage is dealt. The creature falls unconscious and is stable. So yeah, so unfortunately it does say melee.
Didn't you allow spells to be non-lethal before? From our first session?
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
That's on me then. You know what? I will let you target non-lethally with a range attack.
Okay. Let's see how this goes.
Against my birdman. You miss with your dart. It goes careening, and the birdman has pulled out a short sword and blocks the dart out of the air. You would have hit. Just too darn quick with that short sword.
Okay.
And then you hear a gruff voice, "Not so fast, gutter snipe." And yeah, now it is Rav's turn. Rav, you hear some stuff coming from the other side of those crates. Some bad stuff.
And she has a general idea about these creatures, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Kenku, unfortunately, are often kicked out of places because they just kind of scavenge and imitate.
Mhm.
So they get up to some unsavory things because they're not allowed to work normal jobs and end up being thieves and doing other illicit things.
But that so it was that one nightmare fuel thing that they said.
Yes, he clearly heard some things.
Yeah. I'm gonna. She's gonna very quietly, just see here. Just let me look at my spells. To 90 feet. Okay. Yeah. She just kind of like looks at it and then like looks around. Like, is this? Did it do these murders?
They bodies lying have stab wounds. It looks like some of the people died fighting each other, but these probably were with the other group, the Xanathar's group.
Okay. She'll okay. She will call out then. Stand down. And nothing else gets worse than this. So I'll do a persuasion, perhaps.
You know what? What do you think about intimidation? Since you're threatening that things will be getting worse if they don't.
That's the same thing for me. Yeah, let's do.
Mhm.
All right then. Well,
Unfortunately,
You did
They-
mention she was shaken by the.
yeah,
body,
she was shaken by all this.
they probably heard that quaver in the back of your voice
Yeah,
as you just are not okay with what you're seeing right now.
yeah.
Okay, so that was your action, was to try and intimidate them. You still have your movement if you want to do that.
Yeah. She let's see, your movement's what now? Like 50,
30,
20 feet, 30 feet. Okay.
30 feet.
Uh,
So 6 squares away from you.
okay.
Just hanging out behind Gnarl.
Basically, yeah. Like she's getting in, kind of close-ish.
Get behind the guy who's definitely not a meat shield.
Well, I'm not.
None of us are meat shields. That's the
I'm
point of
fine,
our
have a meat
party.
shield.
Yeah, like she's not. There are crates around, right?
Yeah, right in
Yeah.
front of you.
So she actually hides behind one of these crates.
Yeah, so these are all crates right in here.
Yeah. She kind of like ducks down when it looks like no, not interested in not doing the fighting.
Not so much, no.
Which is fair.
Okay. Next up is Ven.
All right. So I'm going to sneak as best as I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's a crate in the way, so I have to go here. Dang it!
You can see a shadowed figure, just black and white with your elf eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It's another one of those Kenku. It has stuffed out its candle it had and is holding a short bow in hand.
In that case, with my short bow in hand, I'm going to kind of taking cover back here behind this crate. I'm going to fire at it.
Okay.
And since I'm sneaking, do I get advantage on this?
It cannot see you, so I will give you advantage.
Sweet.
For all the good that advantage is going to give you.
Roll the same one.
That is a hit, so do your damage. Click on that short bow.
All right.
Okay.
And because I was sneaking, I get stealth attack damage, which is an extra 1d6.
So roll a 1d6. I forgot you were a rogue, and we haven't added that to your thing. Okay, so 10 damage. Our friend the Kenku was not expecting that. As it just takes that, I don't know, probably to the center of mass. So your arrow is sticking out of its chest.
I don't say anything witty because that would make me extra noticed.
I think it's already noticed you.
I know, but
Even
the
if it
others
can't-
haven't noticed me.
As you hear another cry. It's a man's voice. I told you everything I know. Stop hurting me.
I like it.
Oh, these guys are just a fucking treat.
I don't like it one bit.
All right, and I pass the turn.
Okay.
Mhm.
And now it is the Kenku's turn. Kenku, without his short sword, just books it up the stairwell. So, yeah, he is gone. As for the Kenku that was frosted, he's going to let's see, run over to a more defensive location outside of your easy shots at him.
That is not a more defensive location.
He thinks it is.
Watch this.
And then you see a Kenku come within a vision of your headlamp so that he can see 10-4, and he is going to go ahead and strike with his bow since he's been hurt badly. And let's see, I closed my character sheet when I shouldn't have, like an idiot. As they use their short bow. And a 9 does not hit 10-4 if I remember right, because
Nope.
he has a 16. Okay, so an arrow goes flying past you 10-4.
Is this a box in the way here?
No, these are some barrels.
How about this thing here?
That one there, that's just a box.
Is it
So-
something I can? Is that difficult terrain to move over it, or what then?
Yeah, it'll cost you 10 movement speed to move through that.
Okay.
Instead of the standard 5, just doubles the cost to move through that as you push things out of your way.
Can I just leap over it instead?
It's still going to be difficult terrain because that's 5 feet.
I know,
you're
I
looking
know, I
over.
know. But I'm saying instead of bullish over, I wanted.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, do athletics or acrobatics or something.
I mean, I guess I could let you roll acrobatics, and if you succeed, then you circumvent the difficult terrain.
I don't mind just causing 10. I only need to get to the guy close by anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Fair enough. Anyway, one last thing stands out and shoots at you, Gnarl.
Motherfucker. Let's try not to get one shot again.
You only have 6 health, my dude.
My
I am
favorite
fully
part is
aware.
that I can't see any of this right now.
I can't see much either.
I would actually just like to say for just for the record, I super appreciate the dynamic lighting because this makes this combat super fucking tense from Nar's perspective.
It does.
Like I can barely see most of the enemies.
Same here. Actually, for
Yeah.
me, it's the same thing. It's I only can see in your lamp, so I kind of have to. I'm depending on you staying conscious and staring
Yeah,
so that I can see what's going on.
Well,
My headlamp. Oh my god! I've just realised 10-4 at some point. I'm gonna have to make some fucking modifications to you.
Yes.
Do you want a bottle opener?
We could make
Already-
one of your
already
figures
have
a
one.
bottle opener
Already
That's
have
fair
one.
enough.
with those brewing supplies. Oh, okay. So, hope I did it again.
Oops, he did it again.
Kenku.
oh no, he did.
Right
Kenku
above.
to my heart.
Oh,
That 20 in the face.
That's an 18, and oh god.
I can't see what you're rolling, but okay.
Mm. Yeah, I rolled an 18, and I rolled a 7 for damage. Here, let me just
Really?
adjust my thing so that you guys can see, and I'm gonna roll again, and we're gonna pretend like that didn't happen.
Watch him now rolling that 20.
yeah.
Let's see. Always roll advantage. No. Well, actually, if I have disadvantage, I want to see that. Okay, whisper roll. Never whisper rolls. Okay. And now that has been adjusted, we will roll the short bow again. That's much better. Or not. What was your AC?
12.
Oh, God.
I still don't see it, Ed.
Oh,
Yep,
you don't?
same.
Yeah, like
Did I not save this? Okay. One last time, I will attempt to fix this.
Just roll the damage. Just
Nah, I gotta have this correct. Always, never whisper roll. Okay. And then, where is the save? Okay, we will...
There we go.
There! Much better. Okay.
And it misses now.
Yes,
Jesus
sir.
Christ, short bows are fucking ludicrous.
They are... Well, it's a agility bonus of
Mhm.
+3 that's making that, and it got a 6 out of 6. But yeah, no, you're not wrong about Turbo's not being friends. But yeah, an arrow arcs over your head, Gnarl. You're probably the biggest target here. Well, with a light strapped to your head.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess that's kind of fair.
Yeah.
So you for having it strapped to your hand, you gotta hold it over your head, like the cops do, and just be like, "Lights up here, shoot up here instead."
Gnarl, what are you gonna do? They're shooting at you.
Let me just see. 1, 2. And then that'd be 20. How do diagonals work in this system?
I'm just letting you move 5 feet through them like a standard 5-foot directly.
Yeah, it's actually in
And-
this version. It's actually counted as that.
Can I attack across a diagonal?
Yes.
Right. I'm going to do something a little silly here.
Okay.
So 5, 10, then 20, 25, 30.
Oh, the full gambit.
Well, I mean, if they've both got short bows, and I'm in melee with them.
The one has his sword at the ready.
Okay, which one's got the sword?
So this one here has the sword at the ready. It's
Uh,
this one behind you that you can't see that has a bow.
Well, I'm trusting on I'm trusting on the rest of my party, maybe taking care of that one. But yeah, the one with the short sword is about to get power punched in the face.
Fair enough. This is the one that's already let's see, been shot with frost.
Mm-hmm.
Non-lethal, right? Are we still all doing non-lethal or not? Actually,
Oh, I'm
It's
doing.
your guys' call. At the point of damage, you can decide if it was lethal or not.
Oh, buddy, this is going to be messy.
Roll that damage. Roll them bones.
Well, hang on a second. Let me just go back to. Trying to remember how I did this. I believe it's that. Oh god!
God!
Oh god!
Oh God! Oh God!
The gnats start
Oh, no.
coming and they don't stop coming.
Oh no.
Roll
yeah,
that
that's a-
damage for the power punch.
listen. Look, you're right.
It's not a nat 20. You said that if it's greater than 5. it
Oh
goes
god damn it!
free.
No, hang on a second. How do I roll the damage on it?
So on the chat, you see how if you scroll over the power
Oh,
punch.
yeah. Sorry, that's what I
Click
should have done.
Okay, so you did 4 damage to it. It is technically not dead yet.
But it still gets pushed 15 feet away. It makes a strength save or gets knocked
Yeah,
away.
it does have to make that strength save. So let me make that strength save. Kenku, they just have standard strength.
God damn it!
Oh wow.
Where are these rolls coming from?
I have no idea. I've never seen Roll20 roll this many 20s.
Okay, so
Yeah, he took that to the chest and hit a box behind him. So he didn't go flying as far as you would have liked him to go. But he's wheezing.
how much damage did that thing take from the frost?
That is a good question. Do you remember?
I was
It's
looking
almost
back
like
up.
if we don't know, we can scroll up.
Yeah,
Yeah, except it doesn't show. Oh no, sorry.
it
Wait,
was 8.
that thing took 8, 9,
Mhm.
10, 11. It's how many HP does this fucking thing have?
Well, it's taken 12 and it's barely alive.
So it's probably 13 or something like that.
So it's got double my HP. Fuck! I made an absolute.
No, you're the glass boy. It's amazing.
Oh fuck!
You
I
have
hate
2
myself.
more. You have 2 more health than a standard citizen.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
No,
Not
I love
anticipating
Darl.
for this thing to be quite so ludicrously burly. I was like, they're bird people. And it's like the second encounter. They can't be. And then I went, hang on a second. Didn't we fight a troll in the first encounter? Didn't I get punched down instantly in the first encounter? It's too late now.
Darl's doing well for himself. Give him time.
Just move. Just other
Keep
people do
alive.
things.
We have to hit level 2 and then we can survive things.
And then we can survive more than 30 seconds into combat.
Yeah.
Marza, what are you gonna do?
Okay, so
Gnarls ran around the corner and just you hear a steam. Is it steam that you use for that power fist?
I like to think it's more electrical, so it's probably just a ka-chunk.
So
Just a weak chunk.
just the sound of electricity in a chunk.
okay, well,
Possibly just a.
the sound coming out of these things has gotten Marza kind of upset.
Hmm
I'm going to target this one with my Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
So, what that does is I now crit on 19 to 20.
Okay.
And also,
You gain health if you kill it, right?
yeah, and I deal an extra damage equal to my proficiency. So,
Okay. And your proficiency is currently what, 2?
yeah. Okay, so I think Marza can pretty easily get
5,
over here.
10, 20, 25. Yeah, you still have 5 movement at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Marza's going to take her sword in 2 hands
Mm-hmm.
and bring it down on this guy. Oof.
Yeah, it leaps out of the way.
I almost rolled a natural 1. Okay, well, whatever.
Alrighty, 10-4. It is your turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna remove 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is which one's this is the one that's still relative healthy, right?
The one that's been hurt?
Is
This
this
is
the one
the
that's
one that
hurt?
got punched.
The one is this the hurt one or the unhurt
Yeah,
one?
it's hurt. It looks hurt. It's shaking, and you see a trickle of blood coming out of its throat and down its beak.
Can I move into the same space, same 5-foot square or not?
I think you can't end there, is the thing. You can move through it.
Does the 5th edition still have flanking or not?
I think you specifically have to have a thing for flanking. Let me look at combat for flanking.
Because if it's safe, I can move into the space in between them. If it's safe if I don't have to worry about flanking or not. That's what I'm asking.
Certain creatures have flanking. These do not.
Okay. I'll go attack the other healthy one then.
Okay. Go ahead. And then your damage on that?
Both hit?
No. Not both.
Just the spear?
Yeah. And that was 5 piercing? Okay.
Yeah.
You skewer him. He tries to block a couple of your strikes with your spear, but fails to get one, and you stab him. Okay. Rav, it is your turn.
Okay, she kind of pokes her head out from behind the crates. Just kind of tiptoes ahead a little bit.
You can see it looks like all of the Kenku are like currently fighting right now.
Okay.
2 of them have bows. The one that looks really hurt has a short sword.
Isn't it? Which one's the one that lost the weapon then?
She's just like
that one ran up the stairwell here.
she's like, well, I warned you. And how do I? Anyway, so there is one who does not appear to have a who is well, actually no, 10-4 got into both of their grills, so he's kind of
Yeah. So did Gnarl. They're both
Yeah.
within.
She's going to basically flick of her wrist and have a small crate smash right into one of the archer boys that is flanking 10-4 right now.
Okay. Well, this bottom one, the southern one,
Yeah.
is the one with the short sword. So it's the one up above that has the crossbow.
Yeah.
The other crossbow wielder is dealing with Marza.
Okay. Yep. Going to flick my wrist and smash a crate into that one.
Okay.
So let's go ahead.
Roll that spell.
I don't think I actually have to roll that. I think they roll a save. Let me just see real quick.
I should do that as
Catapult. They must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Do I just click on the spell then? Bring it up?
I actually have your character sheet up, so I'm looking at it.
Okay. So I can just click on it here and have it up in the.
Oh, let me.
I don't think I actually had to roll that, but whatever.
I am going to go back to your core, or no, it wasn't your spells.
Uh,
Let me read that.
Okay.
Choose one object weighing 1 to 5 pounds within range that isn't being worn or carried. The object flies in a straight line up to 90 feet in a direction you choose before falling to the ground, stopping early if it impacts against a solid surface. If the object would strike a creature, that creature must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the object strikes the target and stops moving. When the object strikes something, the object that strikes each take 3d8 bludgeoning damage. So let me roll that dex check for him, and it's against your spell save DC of 12.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
That would be. Where is that on my character sheet here?
It's above your spells. Unfortunately, Kenku are assholes, and dex is their thing. So, like
fuck.
most bird people, they're assholes. So it leaps out of the way, and that crate just shatters on the ground, and you just smell like fermented, like terribly fermented herring that have been salted, that have rotted over time, just all over the floor.
Ugh. Gross.
Yeah, no, it's unpleasant.
She then kind of drops back behind a crate
Okay.
because I did have some movement left.
Mm-hmm. And I'll give you partial cover for that. Probably half cover, because the crate is not as big as the crates that you were hiding behind before.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it's your turn. That Kenku ran away from you.
Oh, all right. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. 5. Trying to move diagonally there if I can.
You can.
And 6.
Okay, you've ran up to him. You were still holding your short bow, though.
Okay. It's a minor action to draw, right?
Yeah, but you're gonna have to drop your short bow to the ground in order to draw your sword.
Yeah, I'm going to drop my short bow.
Your short bro.
Your short
My
bow.
short bow.
Yes.
I'm
So
going
you're
to pull out.
considered the shortest person here.
I'm gonna pull out my I'm gonna pull out my rapier, and okay, now I'm gonna get witty. Say, hey, bird brain, and just stab. And just stab him with my rapier.
Okay.
That
And
is.
roll that damage.
All right. And because I'm flanking with someone right now, I get that extra d6.
That lovely roguedness.
Not that it probably matters, but
Oh God! Oh God!
I think you just one-shot it.
not max damage, but still, yeah. Just I'm gonna go non-lethal with this time, just to knock them out.
So you don't even stab so much as with the pommel of your rapier, you just slam it into the back of this Kenku's head, and he just falls to the ground. Clearly, he was too busy paying attention to Marza. Marza, it's not dead. So your curse does not cause you to gain health. Unless you were to end it while it's lying on the ground.
Cool, noted.
To be fair, does it have to be beyond max? Can she go beyond max health with that?
She can't.
Yeah, not helpful at this exact moment.
I'm just, yeah, you're not wrong. So let's put a token for him being knocked out. What would, I guess the skull token? There we go, he's knocked out. Skull and bones. Okay. Gnarl, the Kenku that you hit.
The one I hit got ruined by 10-4.
No, it actually he went for the one with the bow, not the one you hit.
Oh, because I thought he was in. Oh, never mind. Brain is not braining.
It's okay. It drops its short sword. We surrender. We surrender. Please don't hurt us anymore. And it's cowering from you.
Yeah, I mean, Niles is just going to kind of look at. I mean, 10-4 ran one of them through, right?
Non-lethal.
Non-lethally ran one through with the spear.
I mean, I basically conked him with the spearhead instead.
Well,
basically.
he stabbed him with the spear, but it's not down yet. I mean, he hasn't gotten to that point yet. But yeah, that Kenku's still there with the bow. In fact, it's going to use its action to disengage, to move out of the way, and move as far back as it can. 5, 10, 15. And yeah, it's just going to be there, and it's puts its bow on the ground too, and it's looking at you warily.
Do not know if this is a trick.
Rava will hop up onto a crate.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing here? And why do you know such creepy stuff?
Just tilts its head slightly as it's looking at you. It lets out some strange sounds of like a knife being sharpened, of running water. And it's looking at the other one, and it's also making strange sounds before they both look at you again. And then in a orc-ish voice, you hear it say, "You lot, in case any of the Zentrum show up looking at what we did, deal with them." And it just is like lying as low as it can to be as like submissive as possible.
Well, we aren't Zens, I can tell you that much. Picking up my bow and flinging it on my back again.
Yeah. Look, you know what? We're not here to get messed up in some kind of turf war. We're looking for a human called Floon.
It looks confused. Something it says,
Stupid looking hat.
Yeah, stupid looking hat.
"Now that we got Renair, we're gonna take him back to the hideout."
Renair, is that the... Where's the hideout?
The other Kenku looks at you, and you hear in a deep voice, but it's definitely not an orc. "Okay, you lot. Now is the time for you to learn how to get back to the hideout. Follow the markers in the sewers. They're painted yellow along the walls. It's our guild symbol and a directional marker. Just follow them and you'll make your way back.
She just sits down on the crate that she's standing on.
Is anyone else feeling like we're getting involved in something a bit bigger than what we expected?
I didn't get nearly enough of that deep gnome stuff.
Yeah, we're out.
Have you taken any of that yet? I thought you hadn't taken any yet.
No, not yet.
Also, if I may ask, since I was hiding out in the shadows that entire time, are we talking to this guy over here, or...?
That's the one that backed up and said it's short bow down.
Okay.
And it's
So what's that guy doing? It's somewhere in here, anyways. The one is somewhere over here.
The one right next to you?
No, talking about the one here somewhere.
Oh, that's the one that's
I
been knocked out.
Yeah. And is there one that's upstairs still, too? Or
Yeah,
There
Marshall's
is
gonna
one
head upstairs.
Okay, let's see. Where's Marza? I'll put you at the entrance to the stairwell. You can see this one just does not have a short sword anymore. It's holding a short bow, and its hands are shaking as it's pointing at you.
I know that technically, I don't get like prestidigitation, but is there any way I can just like ignite a spell in my hand and just point down the stairs?
To light it up for them?
No, to be like, just go down like as a threat.
You could do an intimidation. I'll let you do that.
Damn it, I'm actually good at this.
An 8. You know what? I'm going to give you advantage because it knows it's in trouble, and I'm going to say at this point a 10 is enough to do it.
Alright. Yeah. Yeah, she'll
So,
move out of the way and like...
Yeah, it goes back down
Uh-huh.
the stairwell and goes next to the others. So we'll put you back here at the top of the stairs.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, Martha was gonna like look around the top floor
Oh, okay.
for a little bit, like to see if. Hold on, I'll just roll. There we go. That's slightly better. I'm gonna roll investigation to basically like look around this area for any signs of the guy we're looking for.
So on C4, I'll do this really quick. You find yourself on an open balcony above the rest of the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
There's stacked crates overlooking it. You can see, and they're mostly all closed off. You can also see there's a crane that helps pull larger crates up to the second story that you're right next to right now. There's also a door leading to the north.
Up here?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I will try to open it. Is it unlocked?
Yes, it is unlocked. Let me go into the dynamic lighting layer and move that. And you can see a rat just sitting in the center of the room. It looks like an office space. There's different desks and whatnot.
Okay,
so you found the
doors
manager
as well?
Yeah, there's other doors.
Okay. I mean, Martha will continue to open doors. If you want to get back to unless the rest of the party wants to come up and also help search.
I
think they're keeping an eye on the Kenku, right? Or
I mean, if you shout down to get some help, I say, you guys hold the fort. I'll go help.
Mm-hmm.
But like, otherwise, I'm not going to go up myself without being told.
So I'm
Yeah.
just going to the dynamic lighting layer since you're opening doors.
Mm-hmm. Okay, more rats. These are not giant rats of any sort, right?
No, they're just normal rats.
Okay.
And yeah, there's not a lot here. On a desk, you do find a sheet of paper inside of a small lacquered box.
Okay. What does it say?
Nothing.
It's just a sheet of paper inside a box.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. Okay.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
take it?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me see. On your character sheet, write that you have an unused paper bird. Because otherwise I will forget.
Cool.
Do you think, because it shows on the lacquered box the image of a paper crane, that you've heard about people using these to send messages? You just have to write out a letter on the piece of paper, and then it'll fold itself. You can only write up to 50 words or less. And speak a person's name, and it will fold itself into a paper bird and fly away to go find them.
Okay. Yep. Is that everything?
Yeah, that should be everything up there.
Just checking. This is not a door?
Yes. There's an upper street.
Oh, so this would go out to the street then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
Cool.
the alley of Candle Lane, but the upper street above it.
Cool. All right. I'll head back down.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Rava is just like this is part of a soothing part of her conscience here. Just like, you guys aren't child murderers, are you?
No. No, you can't have that.
All right, good.
Can I tell if they're lying with 10 insight?
Yeah, you can.
Are they lying?
21 insight.
Are you gonna roll insight?
Sure, I'll
Yeah.
roll. Insight is
Yeah, no, definitely they are not child murderers. Everyone except for Van and yeah, and Rav, yeah, they are. They're gang members working for the Xanathar. If not children, adults.
Are they working for Xanathar, you said?
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
they said they would. Didn't want to quote say something about them killing any Xanathar that comes close? kind of
Killing
thing?
Zents.
Zent.
Zentarum.
So Zen is the sorry. Xanathar is the
Xanathar is the beholder. Unfortunately, they do have similar sounding names.
okay.
What? The Zents are lawful evil, to some extent, and the Xanathar are chaotic evil.
Now we'll just kind of look over at Marza. Is Marza downstairs with us still?
Marza has just stepped downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Mars,
Mm-hmm.
you think we should maybe get the guards?
Are you guys going to investigate the lower level?
Sure.
Oh, the lower level?
Yeah, I mean Marza did investigate the upper level, but
Rob
19.
just to have a thing to do. Will yes.
yeah, go ahead and roll.
19 for my thingy there.
Because there's multiple things. I'll see what you all get.
Perception.
So, investigation.
I pick up the candle that the one that the things have. So I can have a candle to help, so I can actually see some stuff. Ed.
Okay, yeah.
I got an
Let
18.
me change your look to stop moving. Ah. Let's see. Edit. Brightness 10. Less bright at 5. All players can see. 360 degrees. Okay. So it's pretty obvious that the stones aren't grooved the same way along this wall right here.
Okay.
There's a hidden door. Also,
Rava,
so everyone
Rava,
getting an 18 and higher notices the stone door, the hidden door. There's
Rava
also a
Pira-
door below the stairwell for like a small closet.
Yeah, Rava's gonna just kind of give that door a little tug.
Let's see, and that is the hidden door. So it's more of a push to push it open,
Okay, yeah, she gives it a little shove.
and you hear a clicking sound, and then the faint sound of a bell ringing up above you upstairs. And the door opens. And let me go to the dynamic lighting layer and move this.
Little good that alarm does. Wow. Oh.
Inside of the secret room are 2 wooden crates.
All right. Just like prise one open.
You smell canvas and paint. And see wood-framed paintings wrapped in leather.
Of what?
They're portraits of like scenery. Specifically, these ones are city portraits, so of buildings and whatnot. You know easily enough Neverwinter, so it just shows like the scape of the mountain, like, and the. You also see Silvery Moon, which you really know.
Mm-hmm.
You see what you can only assume is Baldur's Gate, and the last one looks like it's a coastal city. You think it's Luskin.
And they're all in
city of
black and
pirates.
white. It's real impressive.
Yeah, no, you just are seeing like the faint outlines of things.
I
You're
mean,
not seeing full color.
I step in so you can see my candles, candlelight there.
Fair enough.
See some
Now you
color.
have candlelight. Yeah, so you have 4 portraits, and then there's the other crate.
That's so weird. And she pries open the other one.
There's tarnished bars in there, about 15 of them.
Tarnished bars?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of thing to
They're black bars.
What kind of
If you rub on them, you can tell that they're silver. They're just black with grime on the outside of them.
What are these even from?
You know that they're trade bars. A lot of traders will not take a lot of coin on hand. They'll take trade bars instead, and they'll do trading in that way. You're pretty sure these bars are worth about 50 dragons apiece.
I'm pretty sure this is the Zent's stuff there, so we probably should not be disturbing it anymore.
Messing with it? Let me just close this one back up. Good as new.
So you just put it all back and do not touch that crap?
Yeah.
No. Actually, did we find any hints of flu?
No, not yet. Marza, are you going to open that door?
I opened the door.
Yeah,
Well,
Mark's already there.
Marza's on the side with the door, my dude. So
I can't
let
see
me-
most of the map, so I have to kind of guess. So
Fair enough. Mars is right in front of the door. So we're going to pop open that last door. And you find a storage closet. The door to the back room hangs loosely broken on its hinges, and inside is a cramped chamber that smells strongly of sour fish and vinegar. It is filled with discarded ropes, canvas tarps, and splintered wood from smashed barrels. And you can see some wiggling coming from underneath the one of the tarps.
I will pull the tarp away.
Mm-hmm. And you see a red-headed man. He's like, "Oh God! Oh, thank God! You're not one of them."
So, just real quick, I forget the description of the guy we're looking for. Is this the man?
Well, he is a red-haired man, just like the floon you're looking for. But no, he's not the man you're looking for. He looks very similar, but this guy's wearing nicer clothes than Floon would have had, if that's possible. He has the clothing of a nobleman.
Oh, this might have been Floon's client. Cough, cough.
Again, I'm pretty sure that's something you made up about him, but okay.
No, it is a very well-known fact that he is an escort for noble women, usually,
Noble women, though.
Usually.
or noble men.
Okay, because I remember specifically.
He's a companion.
I remember that somebody made a suggestion last session that he definitely did not go for men, but okay.
I think Volo said that he was pretty sure he didn't.
Right. Insight on this guy.
Go for
What is his general intention? Is he just some guy who got wrapped up in this shit?
it.
Or is
He is looking like he's been wrapped up in this shit.
All right.
He gets up.
Right.
He's unharmed,
Mm-hmm.
but he does have grime about his clothing. Like, they've seen better days, and you can smell just the same, like, rancid fish smell coming off of him that is coming off of the tarps and things.
Right. All right. What's your name, man?
My name's Renair. Renair Neverember.
Do I know that name?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that was the guy he was last seen with.
Also, the guy that the Kenku thought was dragged off.
Oh, fuck's sake.
They do
Oh,
look
yeah.
very similar.
By the way, I'm just going to say I am up. Nal is still upstairs with the Kenku, so
Well, they're it's on the ground floor as well, so yeah. Wait, upstairs. Did you take the Kenku upstairs?
huh?
Because you're
No.
at the ground level. You're all at the ground level right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
just they've all gone somewhere. I don't know where they are.
Oh yeah, no, they're on the other side of the stairwell. They're right over here.
Right.
Right here.
Move like 3 up. There you go. In here.
Too many people in that room.
Yeah, that's a.
Yeah, no, it's fine. All right. Well,
I must thank you for coming in and stopping those brutes from attacking me. I had my weapons taken by the Zentrum when they abducted me and poor Floon.
mhm.
During the fighting, I managed to break away and hidden here.
Mm-hmm. Well, it seems you managed to narrowly avoid a kidnapping attempt. Unfortunately,
I didn't really, though.
Well,
The Zentrum kidnapped me. I just didn't get kidnapped again. Oh,
right.
You only got kidnapped once. Consider that to be a good outcome.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You were only kidnapped one of 2 times.
This is all because of that goddamn stone my father had commissioned.
What kind of
Stone.
stone? What kind of stone?
So, the Zent and the Xanathar Guild both think, and rightly so, that my father embezzled an extremely large sum of dragons of gold when he was the Open Lord. And he hid it somewhere within the city. He had an artifact commissioned called the Stone of Galore, and he ended up losing it, and it was in Xanathar's hands until recently. Apparently, someone stole it, and the Zent think I know something about it. I don't. And honestly, if my father has stolen it, I wouldn't know. We haven't spoken in years. He's been up in Neverwinter.
So what you're guessing is that both the Zents and the Xanathar both want this commissioned object, and that's why you were a target and why they currently have Floon.
Oh God, he's not here.
Nope.
No. Right. Well,
They mistook Floon for you, didn't they?
Oh. We need to rescue him.
Wait, so if they think you're Floon, what were they going to do with you?
they probably just thought Floon escaped during the fight.
So what did they do with who they thought they have then?
They took him to their hideout in the sewers.
I can see those fucking.
They're just they're unarmed at this point. They're just walking around trying to listen in on this conversation.
And here's the thing: it's not like they're trying to listen in so they can go back to their boss and tell them what happened. They just want more words they can use.
Right. Okay. Right. Let's tie up these lot, call the guards in, and then head out.
It's at this point that you hear a slam at the door.
Okay.
Let me just take these GM layer characters.
Oh, good.
We're about to come on and slam.
I don't like this.
You're not supposed to like it.
Well, I'm
The day
going to
we
push.
enjoy something the GM does is not a good day.
Okay, so I'm going to push this Kenku back into the corner and hide behind this box, if I can.
Probably. Let's see, move those there. Those to the upper street. So many veterans. Okay. So we're going to take all of these lads and swap them to the correct layer. Okay. Just hear slamming on the door. In the name of the city you watch, you will open these doors.
Well, that's convenient.
Yep. All right, Martha will go out first, being the one with who.
The one licensed bounty hunter in the group.
Yep.
I was just going to stand here in the stairwell.
Mhm.
Narl, you know this is not a good scene for you.
Yeah, actually,
These guys can vouch for me. They're cool.
yeah.
But let's
Okay,
not.
yeah. So Martha will go out.
Mhm. See, at least 8 normal guard and 1 heavily armored guard just
Mhm.
standing in the yard.
Hello, gentlemen. You're a little late to the party. We've already gotten everything resolved.
You being, you broke our surveillance. We were supposed to be getting Ursel Floxen.
What's an ursofloxen?
Ursel Floxen is the big fish responsible for the recent strife here on the streets between the Zent and Xanathar.
You're not really going to be getting much of anything from this place, let alone an ursofloxen.
What do you mean?
I swear it was like this when we came in.
He whistles. 2 of the veterans just come up to you guys. Motion for you to stand out of the way.
Yeah.
Are they selling Thin Mints?
Yeah.
No, they're not. I wish.
Yeah. Martha will say, oh, sorry. What are the names of the crow people again?
Kenku.
The Kenku have been mostly pacified, but are members of Xanathar's. The Knolls with me.
No,
You got
babes.
a knoll in there? What's the city coming to?
He's well trained.
I can hear you, you know.
He's a very cool guy.
Thank you.
Can you have the automaton move out of the way?
Sorry,
This
and I'm
is
not. An,
what
Yeah.
it talks.
I am not an automaton. I'm an official member of the. What's the brewery again?
The Vinters and
Yeah.
Brewers Guild, if I remember right. I'll have
Yeah.
to look it up.
I mean, still
Just
probably
imagine
technically
10-4
an
beeps as he
automaton.
walks backwards.
I'm not that robotic.
Oh,
It's a mixture of wood and metal that's been artistically done up. Yeah, they take one look inside and shout, "There's bodies in here, stag it." And the man in the heavy armor walks forward and takes one look inside and just shakes his head. My God.
Like I said, was like this when we arrived.
I
Except for the
should've-
knocked out Kenku. That was us.
That one definitely was us. You're welcome. And that's about it. I think we can probably make ourselves scarce now.
Yes.
Before you go, and he just walks up to you, reaches to his side, and pulls out a scroll out of a small case, and just hands it to you. Read this and keep it with you. You shouldn't be in places like this, miss. And he's gonna hand this to you. Just looks over at the bodies and shakes his head.
I didn't do any of this.
I know. But you have the look about you.
Mhm.
And it's better to be informed than not.
Uh,
That's profiling. You leave her alone.
Ven is just cracking up when he says that. Because here's this guy who's actually a master thief with the reputation of one, and they're calling out the noble lady.
Yeah.
What's a nice girl like you doing in a building full of corpses like this?
To that point that he sees Renair and just straightens up.
Oh yeah, that guy was also here.
Mhm.
We found.
Yes. Well, maybe pass that note along to the Knoll as well.
Sure. Hey, Gnarl.
Yeah.
I have a
Never
thing.
ever. And he goes over and starts talking quietly with Renair.
Mhm.
The other veterans seem to be coming into the different place and looking around.
Right.
Not just as he goes, don't do a crime. Got it.
Especially don't do a crime to a noble person. It hurts more.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's interesting because on the back here it's saying "Be gay, do crime," but I think that might have been a recent edition.
That's what I wrote.
And you can hear doors being opened upstairs and more feet coming in.
Just very quietly, yeah, no, just says to Rava, "You'd have thought they might have noticed all these people getting murdered in here and maybe done something about that."
Right?
Yeah, is the captain still down there?
Yes, he is.
There
He's
should be
talking to Renair.
like, if you don't mind me asking, like, I'm gonna like take a seat on this box and climb up to see some of the If you don't mind me asking, if you were observing this place, apparently, why didn't you notice all the murder happening like 10 minutes ago before we got here?
Most of us were stationed on the upper street. I didn't find out about this until a runner came a good hour ago.
Ugh.
Hmm.
Wish you would have. Seriously, man, do you have any idea how much I'm going to have to drink to forget all this?
He just looks at the bodies like along the walls with knives and swords sticking out of them. You and me both. I mean, I'm sorry to hear that, ma'am. This is truly not a place for a noble woman such as yourself.
You keep saying that, and it never stops being funny.
Okay, come on, Rava. Let's get you someplace more appropriate to your station.
Sure. And she's just gonna she's gonna light up some of that.
Just gonna blaze it.
In front of the cops.
To be honest, that's not a law that they have.
No.
Yeah. Doesn't say in here. She looked at the paper that they gave her. It doesn't say can't blaze it.
Thank you, officer. I'm now going to go and smoke these legally obtained drugs.
You know
I
what?
think
Roll me a con save.
If I fail, do I get to forget about all this?
You know what? We'll cross that bridge when we cross that bridge.
Con. Constitution.
Oh, damn.
It does nothing for you.
Damn it! Does it taste good at least?
Yes. You didn't think that purple was a flavor, but you're pretty sure purple is a flavor now.
Does it taste like grape?
Nope, it tastes like purple.
Oh.
You're getting some synesthesia off of this.
Nice. Yeah. She's does she at least feel like a little better?
Yeah, honestly, you're just not getting the negative effects.
Okay, that's good. I'll take that.
Mhm. Everything is starting to have a kind of haze to it. Okay, so Rav goes out with Mars. After finishing speaking, Renair's going to turn to you, Noir.
Mm-hmm.
We need to rescue Flood. Do you know where they took him?
We've got a pretty good idea, but can't be certain. Don't worry. Our little team here is going to get right on that, and we are going to have him before the owlbear crows tomorrow morning.
And you're sure you don't need any assistance?
Well, what assistance would you be willing to provide?
He
Always willing to
walks
get a little
over.
help.
He walks over to a body that's laying on the ground and just pulls a rapier from it and wipes the blade clean. I'll go into the sewers if that's what it takes.
All due respect, when we came in here, you were hiding in a closet.
I had to break my bindings, and I was in the middle of a fight between two factions. Trust me, I can be of use.
I put in a good word for you, but Mars is actually our boss. You're going to want to talk to her and see if she's willing to let you come.
Fair enough. He'll pull some daggers off of another member of the Zent and walks towards the door. Marza,
Yeah.
I wish to aid you in recovering Floon.
Okay. You know how to use those weapons?
I do.
All right. You know how to use weapons, and you're not currently getting high on something. Congratulations, you've made minimum cut.
And he'll nod and walk out of the room and see Rav. Is that purple dust?
It is. You want some?
No, thank you.
Your loss is the only thing keeping me stable.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You have any idea how many dead bodies there are there?
Yeah.
You have any idea how many dead bodies I've seen in my life before that?
How many?
Like 2.
Only 2.
Uh-huh.
You're blessed.
Mm-hmm. Also, I'm being paid to keep her safe, so just an FYI, will abandon all of you to make sure she gets out of this okay. Fair warning.
Yes, you've repeatedly reminded us of that.
He's new.
Marza probably actually knows that Rava has never actually been on an adventure before.
I mean,
she's just like a decently good sorceress who drinks heavily or drinks lightly, but it's heavy for her. And has recently gotten into hard drugs. That's all she is. Other characters probably aren't aware that she hasn't been on an adventure before.
Yeah, we can kind of realize when she says talking about. Actually, you tenfold probably seen quite a few back in Eberron.
Yeah.
Your character is literally called a War Forged. I believe that there is an implication of fighting in there.
I'm a party bot too, though. So I'm saying,
Yeah. You cannot forget that.
Mm-hmm.
The most intense battle 10-4 has been in has been a very heated game of beer pong.
he's not that bad.
But yeah.
And as you all know in the party, I'm actually a master thief from what's the world? From other continent, not hearing the name.
Mm-hmm.
So you're swarthy and mysterious.
From the fantasy equivalent of America, because if I remember right, that's what is that? Starts with an A.
The one from Tomb of Annihilation.
Oh, Cholt. That's
Yeah.
not even a different continent, my dude. That's just
Really?
like no. It's still attached to like the main Faerun continent.
Well, I mean, it's the same like grouping, but it's classified as a different like continent or something. I think, right? Either way,
It's kind of like Africa
I know,
compared to Britain.
Yeah, no, I'm apparently a master thief from Cholt, and I have a reputation, and like I came here to like get the heat lowered. That's what you know about me. Ignore the fact that Cholt is apparently Africa, and the fact that I am a blonde-haired, green-eyed, white dude.
The fact that you're in no way the right ethnicity to be from that continent. Because even within humans, there's different like cultural backgrounds.
Yeah. Well, you can't just ask someone why they're white.
Well, do we know your history because you talked about it, or is your face on like every board kind of thing there?
Well, it's not a face, but like if you have any contact with the underground, you've heard rumors. There's a lot of word. Yeah, there's a lot of word of mouth.
Of the illustrious
I have heard nothing. If I've heard it, it happened while I was drinking.
So forgot about it.
So she forgot about it because she only needs 3 beers to be on the floor.
You are a very cheap night out.
Martha, on the other hand, seems to be completely fine with all of these dead bodies, and in fact, looked like she might have like been contemplating just ending that knocked out guy before they all surrendered.
Yeah. So yeah, in any case, Rava's just she is smoking the anxiety away.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
I asked the guy we rescued. I was saying, you mentioned something about purple dust. What is that exactly? Anyways.
It's a drug.
Is it that infamous or something? Or I have not heard any stories about it.
It's just a drug that deep gnomes make. It's mostly mold, from what I can gather.
It is a very smooth mold.
Right.
And I am acutely aware of what the color purple tastes like.
Huh. Okay.
Okay. Did they just mention any details in the public other than taking him back to their headquarters, kind of thing? Do they have any other information?
I mean, they
You
told us
haven't
how to get
asked them?
there.
Yeah.
That's all we know.
I'm saying the guy that we rescued, if he heard anything else though, because he would
Oh.
actually be able to.
Honestly, I was hiding underneath a tarp. I didn't really talk to the Kenku.
Okay.
Right, let's go jump in some sewers.
There's a grate near the light post.
You don't suppose that's how that's how they actually got through, right?
He walks over, looks at it. It's slightly ajar, or somebody's pushed it open.
Actually, is there a store close by I can run over and grab a lantern?
As I'm leaving the building,
There was only the one light post lantern, unfortunately. But yeah, you can have a candle. In fact,
I'll use it to light one of my torches I got in my traveler's pack. Something that's a bit
do
better.
you have a traveler's pack? I thought I looked at your character sheet and didn't see one.
I'm pretty sure I should have a Dungeoneer's pack.
Let's see.
I have a Dungeoneer's pack.
10-4. Oh, you just didn't put out all the different items.
No.
Okay. Yeah, you could light up a torch.
I'll light a torch so something I can actually use to see.
Now this will take up a hand, just like the candle would.
I can
By
still
So
kick.
your spear, yeah,
I can still kick. I can punch and kick fine. It's just that doesn't actually hurt my. I only can't use my spear as a D8. I only use a spear D6 instead.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's basically a slight round off damage, but trade off with to see worth it.
Yeah,
Fair
that's
enough.
fair.
Let's see, and this is. I need to remember what the site for torches, if it was 60 feet or not. Let's see.
by the way, as I'm leaving, I'm going to walk past this card, say keep up the good work, give him an athletic butt pat, and then just keep going.
Really?
Fair
Yes.
enough. You too, and he pats you on the butt on your way out.
Hey, Rava, why are they groping each other?
I mean, we were inside of the door. You didn't see it, but
I really have no idea. I'm very curious.
Providing bright. Okay, so it's 20 bright, 20 less bright. Okay.
You see it?
Alternatively, I do have a hooded lantern in my burglar's pack. If somebody wants that.
That might work better. Can I switch to using that instead? Ed,
Yes, I would have to look that up too.
sorry about that.
Hooded lantern. Lantern hooded. Hooded lantern casts a bright light in a 30-foot radius. Dim light for additional 30 feet. Once lit, it burns 6 hours for on a flask of oil, which is 1 pint. And you can lower the hood to reduce the light to a dim light for a 5-foot radius. So you're gonna light this lantern up and use it instead?
Yeah, easier to carry. Don't worry so much in the sewer.
Okay. So I'm actually gonna adjust your token on the next page.
Okay, that's fine. Are we gonna end soon? It's kind of already 9 now.
Is
I
it
was gonna
already
say.
9?
Yeah, it is.
God
Yeah.
damn it! So much fun stuff ahead of us before you guys get level 2.
That's okay.
That's okay.
I had fun.
Yeah, this has been good.
Mhm.
I mean, I've burnt every charge I've got apart from my laser pointer. So
You might want to stop before you go into the sewers and take a short rest for an hour.
yeah,
I only have 2 level 1 spell slots. That's it. So,
we're
and
still
I've
very
already used
stocked.
1.
hmm
I used 1 that didn't even work.
Oh,
That's that goddamn Kenku jumping out of the way, my dude. I'm so sorry.
I would also just like to say, just for reference, the null passive abilities like Blood Rage are incredibly good. It's just I need to be reduced to below half my hit points without immediately getting one shot.
But you're
Oh man.
you're at 6 health.
You're asking
Anything.
a lot for your character, Luke. You're asking a lot of your character.
I know. I just
Wing.
well, it's mostly that I just run into characters who have got either very damaging weapons or just crit and knock and take me out in one shot.
Yeah, actually, that has been a problem.
Oh.
But you've been rolling really well though, Luke. You've been getting so many natural
Yeah.
20s.
I mean, if I hit myself in the face with a hammer, I might be able to proc it, but I think that's not how the game is intended to be played. Noel just runs into a room, belts himself in the face with a hammer, and loses his shit.
Okay.
Well, if you
Okay.
really want to, we can. I can toss you as a missile so you hit.
I'm just gonna say though, Luke, if anything in this world would prompt an intimidation roll, I think it's that. Like, just like this big old knoll bursts in the room, clocks himself in the side of the head with a hammer and rolls. I think I would probably be done.
Oh my god! I just realised I'm making a null Andrew WK.
Yeah.
Just chugs a bottle of whiskey, smashes it over his head, then charges into melee.
I just have this
I
mental
think
image now of him committing self-flagellation, self-mortification of the flesh. He just has a whip that he hits himself on the shoulder with. Then he gets really angry and just runs forward like a crazed zealot.
I'm going to be honest. I think Gnarl needs to learn to stay behind Martha.
I don't have any ranged weapons.
I'm going to help you, but all of my ranged weapons are built into my flesh. So,
Oh no! I mean, if when I start leveling, well, I was gonna say when I get to level 4, I can actually start, building guns.
Like, I guess Rava can lend you a crossbow.
No, real talk. Real talk. After the first session, I was complaining to my friend who who is like a D20 only type person. That's what his group is. And I was complaining, and it's like, so wait, con is your dump stat and stuff like that. You're a dex-based rogue. Why aren't you using your short bow? And I was like, why aren't I using my short bow?
Okay, so your goal is to just stay out of melee and use your bow. They have made archery a much better thing in 5e than it's been in previous editions. Just stay out of that range.
It's just you can't non-lethal
At the range. Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, I can. But Rava can lend Gnarl a bow or a crossbow anyhow.
So those
She doesn't use it. She uses spells.
look, we've got a fighty man now who can stand up front in front of the squishy.
Oh, if only you guys knew, he's not a.
Let's not feed the hireling directly into melee.
Look, I don't. You see, the thing is, Martha has now been in 2 combats with this group. Martha has realized, I need to put more bodies between the things that are trying to kill us and my protection target. Oh, this guy wants to fight with us? Sure.
So,
Nice.
looking at your guys' sheets, yeah, he actually has the highest AC out of all of you. At
Wow.
17.
We found a tank.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad.
He's up front then.
I mean,
If
He's not a squishy tank.
And it's only
And yet-
because he's a dex tank though, so he just jumps out of the way of hits.
mhm.
Oh man, fucking ninja tank.
I mean, again, the fact that as a caster, I have one of the highest hit point totals in the party There was something not
Yeah.
quite right with our group.
So he has suave defense. While the swashbuckler is wearing light or no armor and wielding no shield, its AC includes his charisma modifier. He just looks really good as he dodges out of the way with his
I
rapier.
need that. Is that a feat?
Simply too sexy to stab.
Is that a feat?
No, it's a class, I think. It's a fighter subclass.
He's an NPC. I think they reskinned some kind of pirate for him. Let me check the book to see if there is a feat that is that suave defense.
All right, guys, I'm gonna end the recording and then I'm gonna get some sleep.
Go for it, my dude.
I need to crash.